Open the door. I've got the person dying here. I've got the person dying here. I need a door on the trolley. Somebody's dying outside. Somebody's dying outside. I've got somebody dying outside. I've got somebody dying. You think I'm crazy? Do you see blood? Oh my God.
I've been shot in the face.
I was born in West London, the London borough of Ealing. My childhood was quite good. I was raised by two Ghanaian parents. My mum was really religious. My dad was kind of strict. I went to a school called Cardinal Wiseman, which was like a Catholic school, good school at the time. I completed with a few GCSEs. I lasted the whole way, didn't get kicked out. I was really into sports at the time, basketball especially. So I went college after school for a year. Then I went to America for a year. Ended up coming back after like 6 months or so. Then I kind of lost the passion for the sports and basketball and started like focusing on, you know, like what 18-year-olds focus on, money, girls, whatever. Started messing around with the wrong crowd. Ended up getting mixed up in the county lines thing. Got in trouble for that. Ended up getting a prison sentence for conspiracy for that. Then when I came out of jail, I kind of reformed myself, got a job, started working on the railways. Like, I turned into a railway engineer for a few years. Then I moved back to London.
So then, Jarvis, tell me about the night where you were shot. Tell me about the morning, the whole day.
So the morning I got shot, I woke up, I met a trainer reseller, got some yellow Jordans, went Westfields, got an outfit, because it was like Halloween weekend. I didn't want to wear an outfit, so I just got a mask. I went to one club in central London that evening. That was good vibes, had a good time. Obviously, after, I just felt like I could party, I could carry on partying, so I met up with a friend of mine and we went to a house party. So the first party was in a club, the second one was a house party. Got there about 2 o'clock in the night or whatever. Was there for about an hour, vibing, having a little drink, and then all of a sudden I was approached by some people who asked me what area I was from. When they asked me what area I was from, they wasn't really waiting for my response. They already had made up their mind. They already believed that they knew me and they knew where I was from, which they was wrong. They then started to move a bit aggressive, like hands down the trousers and stuff, so I kind of knew what was about to happen. So my instincts just told me to get out of there. The party was happening in the canopy, like in the back garden. So instead of me going through the house, I ran straight through the canopy, down the side of the house. As I got down the side of the house, that's when the gunshots started going off. Bam, bam, I've heard like 2 gunshots go off, and then this time it's kind of like threw me off balance, and I've slipped. At the time I've slipped, I've got up, but as I've slipped and I'm getting up, I can still hear the gunshots going off. I've tried to run because I could see my car in sight, so I tried to run towards my car. As I tried to run towards my car, I could feel that I had been shot in the shoulder. So I spun around and I asked like what the reason for them shooting me was. Because at this point I'd felt like I can't outrun bullets, so let me find out what's going on. Let me see if I can resolve it, even though it was too late because about 5, 6 gunshots have already gone off. At this point, I've turned around to try and ask like what the reasoning was for what I'd done wrong, basically. And then they just carried on shooting, bam, bam. Bullets then hit me in my stomach, kind of winded me. I tried to turn around and bullet hit me in my bum cheek. The one in my bum cheek sent me off balance. I hit the ground. As I hit the ground, I've heard like people shouting basically to finish me off, kill me, like kill him, fam. Like that's what I was hearing. Then I've heard footsteps running towards me. So I knew whoever it was coming to finish me off. So all of a sudden I've just heard bam and bullets and I just felt like my teeth crumbling in the back of my mouth, but I can still hear and see. So I've seen the guy, no, I haven't seen the guy, but I've heard the guy running off. So straight away, my instincts kicked in to get up and try and move out the way because I was in the middle of the road at this point. So I've got up, I've moved up, I've got onto the pavement, I've tried to jump over someone's fence, back garden fence. I banged on their window. Obviously, I've realised no one's responding. So I've taken my phone out of my pocket. I've tried to call an ambulance. At this point, my phone wasn't working because all the blood from my mouth was dripping onto my phone. As that's happening now, I've heard my name being called. It was the one person that I went to the party with and two people that had recognised me from the party. So I've managed to get myself back over the fence onto the pavement when they then took my car keys, got my car, and helped me into the back seat. So I'm in the back seat, my friend's driving. As he's driving, me and him have having conversations back and forth. I'm asking him how long. I'm telling him I don't want to die, this and that. He's like, don't worry, like, you're good, whatever. We've got to the hospital now. He's running to the hospital and he's tried to beg for help. No one in the hospital has tried to help because they said that the hospital was closed. So what's ended up happening now is end up bringing an ambulance to come pick me from that hospital to take me to another one, which took about 5-10 minutes. Then once I was picked up by this next ambulance, I was taken to another hospital where I was then put sedated. I was put into a sedated coma. So they can operate on me, took all the bullets out of me and stuff. Wired my jaw because my jaw was all over the place. So they had to wire my jaw. I had a metal wire in my mouth and I had missing teeth and some missing bone and I had to get a metal plate put on my jaw. I woke up after like 2 days after the sedated coma. I couldn't walk for about 2 days and then I managed to get my balance after like the third day, but I was still in pain. I had a hole in my bladder at this point. I had big scars everywhere. Yeah.
Jarvis, why was you shot?
I believe it was a mistaken identity. I believe they really did believe that maybe I was one of their enemies or one of their ops or something. But yeah, mistaken identity, no reason, because I've given no one a reason to want to actually kill me. Do you know what I mean?
And how did your family and your mum and dad respond to this?
Well, at first, so the first time I spoke to my dad, he was a bit like, what have you done? Like, who have you upset kind of thing? Just like everyone else probably thought maybe I upset somebody. But then obviously once I got a chance to explain things, my mum and dad, they both realised that it was a mistake. Do you know what I mean? My mum, I feel sorry for her because I know it was traumatic for her because she saw me like the day I was in A&E, so she saw when I was asleep. My tongue was big and black, like something you've never seen before. My jaw was all hanging off and I had all these chews hanging out of me, so I just know it caused her a bit of trauma as well. You know what I mean?
Jarvis, if you was to meet the people who shot you, what would you say to them?
I'd just say maybe be more careful, like, because life's precious. Like, you nearly took away my life for absolutely no reason, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And before we finish, Jarvis, is there anything that you'd like to say?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank God I'd like to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and tell you my story, because I haven't really had chances to speak about this. And yeah, I'd just like to thank God for just saving me, giving me a reason to be here, making me feel like I got a reason to be here, should I say.